In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the booking module, which you can find at CRM and booking. Here you can see a list of your previous booking entries, and if you would like to add a new entry, there are two ways you can go about it. Either you can let the customer make a booking by themselves, or you can add a new entry for them. Now, if you choose the former, you can go to Setting over here and click on System. After that, go to Customer Check-in. And here you can see a URL link and QR image for the customer to scan in order for them to make a booking entry. Now, if there is no URL link or QR image, no worries. You can create a new one by selecting booking for the event type and selecting your branch. After that, you can create the booking form name, which will be reflected in the booking entry. So to do that, we can click on edit over here. And let's say now it's December, so I'll type in December service promo. After that, I'll click on save booking name. And if you would like to generate a new URL, you can click on generate new URL over here. And if you would like to download this QR image for you to print out, you can click on download QR image, which will download a PNG file. Other than that, if you would like to copy this link, you can click on this icon over here. And that's it for creating a QR code for the customer to scan. So once the customer scans this QR code, they will be brought to this page where they will fill in their information such as their name, email, mobile phone number, car model, and car plate number. So once they're done filling in everything, so let's say I'll fill in Jake over here, maybe jake@gmail.com. And for phone number, I'll type in their phone number. For that, they'll choose their vehicle model. Let's say they have a Toyota Hilux. And if they do not find their vehicle model in this drop-down list, they can fill it in over here by this field. So after they selected their vehicle model, they can enter their car plate numbers. So let's say ABC1234. After they're done, they will click on continue. And here is where they will select their booking date and time slot along with their service type. So first, let's say they selected a date which is 11th of December. And they'll select a time slot, so let's say 9 a.m. After that, they'll select the service type for their vehicle. Keep in mind that the service types that appear in this drop-down list will reflect what you've entered in the service type module, which can be found in CRM and service type. So let's say you've entered these entries, it will appear in this drop-down list. So let's say the customer wants a tire change. After they've selected it, they'll click on continue. And here is where they will double confirm all their details and also add a remark if any. So let's say they gave you a remark of tire punctured by nail. So after they're done, they can click on make appointment over here. After that, the system will display a confirmation message saying thank you for making your appointment with us. We will contact you soon. The customer can then click on OK. Now keep in mind that if a customer has filled in their email when making an appointment, they will receive a confirmation email confirming their appointment request along with the details they fill in. So that's all from the customer. Now if you go back to the booking module over here, click on CRM and booking. You will now see the booking entry made by the customer in the calendar over here. As you may have noticed, the name of the appointment also represents what you've typed in the customer check-in field over here, which is December service promo. As you can see here, December service promo. Now, let's say the customer doesn't want to make an appointment using the QR code and calls you directly instead. Well, you can make an appointment for them by selecting the date over here and clicking on the plus icon over here. Other than that, you can also right-click on the selected date and click on New Appointment. After that, you'll be brought to this form where you can fill in the information of the customer's appointment, such as the name. So let's say tire service. And you can select the service type. So over here, I'll select tire change. Keep in mind that for this service type drop-down list, just like the customer entry just now, is representative of what you've entered in the service type module, which is over here. So after you've selected your service type, you can select the appointment period, which is the start time and the end time. So let's say the appointment was on 19 and starts at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Be sure to change it and click on OK. You can also fill in the description of the appointment if you have any. So let's say thin threads. And after you're done, you can click on OK to save the appointment. If you would like to cancel it, you can also click on cancel. And you can click on close if you would like to discard this entry. So click on OK. And as you can see, the entry has appeared in the calendar. Moving on, if you would like to edit the details of a particular appointment, you can also find them in this calendar and select them by clicking on them and clicking on the icon over here. Then click on edit. Other than that, you can also right click on them and click on open. Once you're here, you can do your editing. So let's say you've already confirmed this appointment. You can type in confirm at the bottom of the description. After that, you can click on OK to save your changes. If you'd like to discard your changes, you can click on close, and if you'd like to cancel this appointment, you can click on cancel appointment. I click on OK. My changes will be made. Now, if you would like to change the date and time of the appointment, you can also do so by going into the edit page just now, or you can drag them around in the calendar like so. Other than that, if you would like to change the time, you can go to the day tab over here and drag them around as well. So after you're done dragging them around, you can go back here, and as you can see, their time has changed. If you would like to delete the appointment entries, you can also select them and click on the icon over here and click on delete, or you can right click them and click on delete as well. Keep in mind that once you delete these booking entries, you can no longer recover them. Now, before we move on, keep in mind that the add function, the edit function, and the delete function I've explained just now work in all these tabs up here, which are the day tab, which lets you view the bookings in a day. You can also right click over here to select the minute intervals that you can view it in. Next is the work week tab, which lets you view the bookings in a work week. You can also right click over here to change the minute intervals. And next is the week tab, which lets you view the bookings in a week. Continuing on is the month tab, which we've been using just now, and you can view all the booking entries in a month. And the timeline tab, which lets you view your booking entries in a timeline. You can also customize the timeline by right-clicking and selecting the time scales over here, and also editing your timescale captions by enabling them or disabling them. After that, we have the agenda, which lets you view the booking entries of a particular day in more detail. Other than that, for all these tabs, you will have the ability to jump to a certain date or today by right-clicking and clicking on Go to Today, Go to This Day, or Go to Date. So by clicking on Go to This Day, the system will jump you to the day that you've selected and bring you to the Day tab. And for Go to Today, the system will bring you to today's date. And if you would like to select a particular date, you can select Go to Date over here and select your date and which tab the system should bring you to. So after you're done, you can click on OK, and the system will bring you to that exact date and that exact tab that you've entered. Now, for this video, I'll be mostly using the month tab since it's easier to view and easier to demonstrate functions. Moving on, if you would like to filter out certain service types in this calendar, you can also untick the boxes up here. So let's say after I untick this tire change service type, the bookings I made just now, which are the tire change service types, have disappeared. Now, once I check it again, they will reappear once more. Now, as you may have noticed, once I uncheck these boxes, two arrows have appeared in the calendar. Well, these arrows lets you jump to the nearest appointment. So once you click them, the system will bring you to the most recent booking entry. So I'll check it again. And as you can see, my entry has appeared once more. Now, as I've said multiple times before, the service type entries that appear up here in the filter bar reflects your entries in the service type module. The colors also follow the discernible color that was given to each individual entry. So moving back, if you would like to change the time period that this calendar over here displays, you can either use the selection panel over here or the selection panel over here. So the panel on the left over here changes depending on which tab you choose. So if you choose day, you can only select a single day. And if you select the month tab, you will select it by month. However, the calendar panel over here only allows you to select by day. So once you select a particular day, if you would like to view it in the month format, you have to click on the month tab over here. The system will then highlight the month period that is selected. Other than that, you can also select the amount of panel that this right panel displays, which are 3 months, 2 months, or 1 month. You can also select the months by using the arrows over here or the year by using the double arrows. The same also applies for the selection panel over here. And if you would like to go back to today's date, you can click on Today in both of these panels. Now, as you may have noticed, the system will also highlight the days that have appointments in bold. So it's easier to find your dates that have appointments. Finally, you can adjust the panel on the right by dragging this column over here to adjust its size. And you can also collapse this panel by clicking on the arrow over here. So as you can see, once I've clicked it, it will collapse. And if I want to make it appear again, I'll click on the arrow and it will reappear. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.